And good afternoon, North Texas. I'm Joshua Wisel here in the Weather 225 Storm Center. This is a special video forecast for this afternoon. I'm going to take a quick look at what to expect over the next couple of days, as well as a quick look at our tropics. Starting off with the Texas radar view across the area. We're setting up our new radar and we're getting it, set up and tested as we do these forecasts. This is the Texas radar view across the area at this time. Let's go to the DFW radar closer to us here in North Texas. And as you can see, there's still a few showers and storms across parts of the area. This one just south of Sulphur Springs might be producing some moderate rainfall, maybe some heavy rainfall with it at times. Same with this one that's in parts of Wise County. However, again, these are not severe. We mentioned that there was a threat that there could be some storms that were stronger. However, we said that that there could be a chance that there would be no strong storms or not every storm would be strong. So thankfully, we haven't seen any sort of strong storm activity. Some of these may have produced some pea-sized hail. However, nothing severe or anything like that today. Let's take a quick look at the temperatures across DFW as of 5:15 p.m. As you can see, Dallas is sitting at 75, 81 near Weatherford. We're looking at 79 up in Wise County, 79 in Stephenville. So temperatures are in the mid 70s across DFW, and for areas west, we're looking at temperatures in the 80s and upper 70s. This is a quick look at the state's view of temperatures. As you can see, in the southern part of the state, we're looking at temperatures near 91. So it's a hot day in southern Texas. 81 near Houston, 86 kind of in far western Texas, 90 near El Paso, and 70 just north of Midland, 75 here in Dallas, and 81 just along the Texas-Louisiana border. All right, folks, so this is the tropics that we mentioned just a second ago. We have a system that could develop in the next 5 days or so, as the day 1 through 5 forecast for development has this at about a 50% chance of development over the next 5 days. Again, this is just off the coast of the Bahamas, and it is just to the east of the Florida coast. So we're going to be keeping an eye out on this as the forecast develops and we get more information on this. But we're seeing, again, a new area of development in the Atlantic, and we could have a pretty good season over in the Atlantic, but we're starting to see signs that we could see our first development in the Atlantic coming up maybe in the next 5 days or so. Again, it's not a guarantee that this will fire up, but it is something that we're going to have to be watching as we head into later in the week. Keep an eye on this system. Let's take a look at today's severe weather outlook across the state. Again, as you see, our viewing area, we have no severe weather risk for today. Areas in western Texas are seeing a 1 out of 5 marginal risk for storms, and even down to the south, there's a 1 out of 5, and a 2 out of 5 for portions of southern Texas, where we've seen tornadoes near the Austin area today. Even some tornado watches were issued in the southern part of the state. So a pretty active day for those areas in southern Texas. Now back to our area. The next concern that we will have will be for the storms that will be around Saturday. This is the forecasted rainfall amounts for the next 1 through 5 days, but the best chance for this rain activity will be around Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, where we could see up to almost 2 to 3 inches across parts of the area. So fairly widespread rain coverage is expected with that system as we head closer to the weekend. Already we're seeing some pretty good rainfall amounts with the Futurecast rain totals. We'll get into the Futurecast radar coming up, as well as your 7-day forecast right after this.
New to Weather 225.
We have a severe thunderstorm warning that is entering parts of our Red River counties.
Live Facebook coverage. Fast alerts on all of our media. We are North Texas's trusted weather source since 2015, providing weather updates in English and Spanish. We are Weather 225. Like our media, website, or our live video forecasts? Consider supporting us today with our Patreon. Visit our Patreon at patreon.com/weather225.
All right, and welcome back. This is the Futurecast radar with the 3K NAM model. That's our American model. This is a little bit different than the one that we've been using for the past couple of days because it has an extended look. So this is for tomorrow night across the area. This is at 8 p.m. With the 3K NAM, and we're looking at a potential for some storms that could reach the Dallas and Fort Worth area tomorrow night across the area. And as you can see, this is by about 11 p.m. We'll start to see that line. These will be severe as they're in western Texas near the Wichita Falls area. There is an enhanced risk for storms in the Wichita Falls area for a wind threat with this line of storms. So as this moves towards the Metroplex, we will have to be keeping an eye out on it. These will be in a weakening phase as they reach closer to the Dallas and Fort Worth area, but we cannot rule out a threat for some maybe quarter-sized hail and maybe some 55 to maybe 60, 65 mile an hour winds if these hold together and stay strong. So this is something that we'll have to be keeping an eye on. So stay tuned to the forecast tomorrow, our daily forecast video, and any information that we post, because we'll be keeping a close eye on this. We'll get future model runs, but we'll have to watch it as it approaches the Metroplex. This is by about midnight that these will start to finally make their way into the I-35 corridor. And as you see, the northern part, based off of this model, looks to kind of break apart and diminish, but then we have this new area kind of to the west of I-35 that will push closer into DFW and then kind of diminish. So that's what we're hoping happens, is we don't want these to reach the Metroplex with any sort of damaging threat or severe weather threat, but needless, we will have to be keeping an eye on our areas along and west of the I-35 corridor tomorrow night for the potential for maybe a few strong storms. However, like we said, there's some uncertainty with this at this time. We're going to need to be keeping an eye out on it. So stay tuned as we get more information into tomorrow. Stay tuned for tomorrow's daily video forecast, as well as any posts that we have posted about this setup for tomorrow. Again, this is the 3K NAM model, just a little bit different than the one that we've used the past couple days that we posted with the last few rain chances. But this one, at least, is showing storms will kind of reach the metro area as it fizzles completely. So hopefully that's the case, is when this line kind of breaks apart before it reaches the actual Dallas and Fort Worth area. All right, so here's your 7-day forecast once again. As you can see, the rain chances Friday, Saturday, and Sunday are still there, and this is where we could see this potential for some widespread heavy rainfall across the area and maybe even a flooding threat. So we're going to have to be keeping an eye out on Friday through Sunday. There could be a severe weather threat as well. However, at this point, it doesn't seem to be for certain at this point. So it's something that we're going to have to be keeping an eye on as we head closer towards the weekend. But just keep that in mind. There could be a severe weather threat on Friday. We don't know to what extent. It's no reason to worry. But flooding could definitely be a concern, as widespread heavy rain will be across the area Friday through Sunday before pleasant conditions on Monday, and will be pretty consistent with our temperatures in the 80s throughout the week, and lows will be back and forth between the 60s and lower 70s. Thank you for tuning in to this special video forecast. If you like these, be sure that you share our page and that you comment. Give us some feedback on these, and be sure that you share our page with your friends and family. Help us to grow. We enjoy covering North Texas weather, and we are so thankful that we get to be your trusted weather source since 2015. I'm Joshua Wisel in the Weather 225 Storm Studios. Thank you so much for tuning in. Have a great day.